and welcome to Vlogmas Day 5. So it is about 5:30 in the morning, and some of you asked my morning routine, and I keep it really simple. I usually get up around 5:30, 5:45. Sorry, I'm making my coffee in the background. You'll just have to cope with that right now. But I get up around 5:30, 5:45. In New York, I used to get up crazy early, but I don't do that anymore when I do grab my coffee. But the reason I don't do that anymore is because I don't leave for work until 7:15. I used to have to be at work a little bit before 7, so I would often leave my house at like 6:15. I just don't have to do that anymore, so I just have like a really slow morning, and I get home so early that I do my workout in the evening, so that has also saved me a lot of time. So my new schedule is kind of, I try to be in bed by 9, asleep by 9:30, and then I wake up around 5:30. So I get a really good night's sleep every single night. But my morning routine is really getting up, making a cup of coffee. I sit on the couch for a little bit. Mabel will usually snuggle with me. I'll let her outside, and then she goes back to bed with Steven. But yeah, it's really simple. Today's a little bit different because I'm leaving work just a hair early so I can get home to go meet my family for dinner before the tennis event, because the tennis event actually starts pretty early in the evening, and we want to have dinner and do all of that. So I am going to come home a little bit early. I'll probably be home around 3 o'clock, so probably an hour earlier than usual. But yeah, this morning's going to feel a little different because I have to get packed, because I'm going to go to work part of the day Friday and then come home, and then we're going to leave. So I'm not going to get home till really late tonight, and I'm going to have to edit and figure out all of this. So my morning routine though on a normal day is coffee, cuddles, usually read a little bit, then get ready. I actually think my hair doesn't look that awful today. But one thing I do every morning is I definitely get my aromatherapy diffuser going, and I'm going to show you the best Christmas scent ever. So this is my diffuser. I just have it sitting on a little wreath right now. I don't think you can get this anymore. It was a collaboration, don't judge me, with Kourtney Kardashian. She did a collaboration with a diffuser line. And that's how I found this. I'm not even a Kardashian fan, so don't ask me why, but I really do love this diffuser, and I've had it for years. This is called Robber's Thief. Here's what's in it: clove, cinnamon, lemon, rosemary, and eucalyptus. It is the best, and I usually start this every morning when I wake up. Oh, but usually I remember to put the lid back on. And I just put it on its timer and let it run in the morning while I'm getting ready. We just got our Christmas seasonal Nespresso. So I have the gingerbread this morning. It is one of my favorites. It smells so good. I don't put creamer in it or anything. It's just delicious on its own. So I'm gonna enjoy my cup of coffee. I have a load of laundry that I need to refluff up in the dryer because I need to do some folding and some packing. Steven actually did me a favor, and he moved to our guest bedroom up here with Mabel so that I can pack in our bedroom. He's such a good husband because I need to be in my closet and be able to pack, so he hopped over to the guest room. He's not going to work today. He works from home every Thursday. I think he's actually only going to the office twice this week. And he took Friday off too, so he's worked 2 days this week. He's had a easier week than usual, but he moved into the guest room so that I can get myself packed and ready for Friday today. So I'm gonna go enjoy my coffee. Usually I'll go downstairs to our family room so I can turn on the fireplace. So that's what we're gonna do. I thought we would take some time and answer some of your questions. I won't get to all of them, but throughout Vlogmas, I will try to get as many as I can. Some are holiday-based questions and others are just random questions. So I'll do my best to answer as many as I can. And let me go back and find where I put those. Okay, here's where I saved them. Can you share any of your outside decor? The only reason I don't is because I don't want people to see the front of my house, but maybe I can show you a couple things. I'll talk you through it though. I did big bells and a really beautiful garland on our front porch, and then I did wreaths on every door. And I did wreaths on every door and window. And then Steven is going to add lights to some of our boxwood shrubs that are kind of spiraled up to look like Christmas trees. We have one that flank each side of our yard and front sidewalk. So he is going to do that and add lights to them. Then we have a gate in our driveway, and on our gate I swagged garland across and did a big bow with bells that match the front door. And that's what I did outside. I'm really, really happy with how it turned out. And we've gotten many compliments on it that our neighbors have loved it. Do you think you can convince Steven to sing some Pour Some Sugar on Me? I don't know. I think his answer would be no, but I think sometimes I can catch Steven in such a silly mood that he might do it. I don't know. We'll see. Let's see if we could get him to do it. I like getting him to do the closing because he can never remember it. I have to have him do that during Vlogmas. My house always looks like a cluttered mess even when I decorate. Help. So my question would be, when you decorate, are you removing stuff and putting that away as well? I find sometimes people just add their decorations without removing stuff to make room for them. I pack up so much of our decor and then re-accessorize so it doesn't feel cluttered. That would be my first question. And then I decorate for the holidays the same way I would decorate normally. So the way I would design a bookshelf doesn't change for Christmas. So if you like the way it looks without the Christmas decorations, decorate the same way, but make sure you're packing away that other stuff and adding your Christmas decorations. I think that's how I get my house to not feel cluttered, because it has never felt cluttered with our Christmas. This is probably one of the biggest years of Christmas I've ever done. I'm so happy that we are settled in this house, because last year we were moving in and I didn't get to do it the way I wanted, but this was my favorite house to decorate. Favorite thing to bake for Christmas season? Steven would say that his favorite is cracker candy. I think my grandma's sand tarts are a favorite that I make. I actually think my mom and I cracked my grandma's pumpkin cookie recipe. That might be my favorite thing to bake this year. I actually think I'm going to make them for a cookie exchange. What are your top 5 Amazon purchases ever? Let me get back to that one during Vlogmas. I'm actually going to make myself a note to go back through my orders and think, well, I'm going to actually make myself a note to come back to that question during Vlogmas. What are some of your go-to cookbooks? I use the Julia Child cookbook a lot. I use Martha Stewart Everyday Meals a lot. Oh, I know which one I also use a lot. These would be my top 3. I always forget her name. Kathleen Ashmore. Her cookbook is one that I use all the time. I absolutely love it. And let me get the name of it so I can tell you. The name of the cookbook is Big Bites, and I love it. She also has a new one coming out that's called Time to Eat, which I've already pre-ordered. But those would be 3 of my top cookbooks. How do keep your house from keeping cluttered? Do you clean before filming? No, I don't. I mean, I would say a couple things. I think Steven is a very neat person. I think it's the army in him. He is very neat. We make our beds every morning. We don't go to bed with dishes in our sink, and we are always picking up. I clean often. Like, I vacuum my floors probably every other day. I just wipe down surfaces as I go. I am definitely a clean as you go person all the time. Like, after I made that wreath, I wiped everything down. I swept the floor. Like, I'm just a clean as you go. I would also say we don't have kiddos that have toys and things that they're going to get out. So I think it's much easier for us to keep our house clean. I would never compare us to anyone else because I think our lifestyle is very simple. Mabel is a very clean dog. We wipe her paws every time she comes in, whether it's summer or winter, rain or dry. I would just say that our lifestyle lends itself to being clean, and I just don't like mess. Now, historically, my closet has always been a disaster. It's like the one place I couldn't find. My closet in this house, because Steven and I have separate closets, the way my walk-in closet is designed, it is so easy for me to keep it clean. I feel like my old closet, I was surrounded. This closet, everything is on one side. My long hang, my short hang, my drawers are in one section, and I find it so easy to keep clean. It is never messy. But no, I do not clean before a video. What you see is what my house looks like all the time. I am never afraid of anyone ever coming over because my house will always be neat and tidy. That's just who we are. My office at work is exactly the same way. What are some of your favorite cookware brands? I really just use Le Creuset. I had Caraway. I'll still use my Caraway frying pan, but as far as cooking, everything I do is in my Le Creuset. I have had the same pieces for 15 years, 16 years. Steven usually buys me one new piece for Christmas every year, and it's all that I use. I feel like if you have a Le Creuset Dutch oven, you can use it as a skillet, you can use it to bake in, you can use it to do everything in. I think it's the only thing you need. I use mine all the time. What is your heritage? I am Welsh and German. What's your one pet peeve of Steven's? I mean, the fact that I have to think this hard about it. One pet peeve of Steven's? Oh, I know what it is. When he eats breakfast, our countertops are white marble. When he eats breakfast, he'll leave his coffee ring there and not wipe after he's done. That drives me crazy. That would be one of my pet peeves for sure. Can we be real friends? We already are, Jessica. Bedding recommendation for a good night's sleep. Target actually had the best flannel sheets this year. I got them on sale for $39. They are now like 60 something because I just went to buy another pair, and I would say they're worth the $60 because they're washing beautifully and I love them. But our normal day-to-day sheets are Bull and Branch, and I will link our exact set down there for you. I get them at Nordstrom. Usually I can get them during the Nordstrom anniversary sale a little bit cheaper, but those are my favorite sheets. They keep you warm, they keep you cool. I love them. What was the catalyst for choosing the word reinvent for 2024? Because I knew something had to change. I knew something had to change, and it had to change drastically to where it would not be recognized again. And crazily enough, that February is when we decided to sell the house, move down here, and I think Steven and I both reinvented our lives as a couple, our lives as individuals, and everything about everything. It is, I look back at old videos and it is unrecognizable to me. I can see, because I know me, I can see how much I was struggling. and it's really it's really challenging for me to go back there because I know how unhappy, burnt out, and just dissatisfied I was. But I knew something had to change. Your house looks so clean all the time. Do you have professionals that come in and clean it? Yes, me. I was also raised by a mom and grandma who kept beautiful homes. I kind of talked to you about my morning routine. I'm actually going to save some of these for our drive to the Smoky Mountains, but I'm going to finish my coffee, and then before, what time is it now? It is like 20 after 6. I finished my coffee, so I might go make another cup, but I think this morning I might go ahead and show you guys how I do the wax stamp, because a few of you were curious, but I do think it's really fun to teach, so let's do that. I cannot wait to show you guys this. This is actually a very simple process. You put your tea light in it, and I'm going to go ahead and light it. Now, my recommendation is sometimes people just do them with a tea light and don't have the little holder. You can totally do that. I just find that this makes it so much easier. And then you put your little holder in it, and then you have to play around with your stamp, but I usually do 3 to 4 wax melts. And you're just going to let those under that tea light start to melt. With the end of a paper clip or just something tiny, I will stir them as they start to melt to help them get going. But right now, you're just going to let those go. In here is where I keep my different stamps. So like, you don't need a ton of stamps. Essentially, you always want one with like your monogram. So this one has an S at the end, but this is my Christmas one. And they all come in different sizes. And I am going to use, I really want to use the wreath on this one. It's the one I probably use the most. I will link my Christmas set and my favorite monogram. So I'm going to put my wreath on there. So I have a little wreath stamp. And if you remember from a couple days ago, I said on this Christmas gift, when I do this design of like these 2 points missing, I love doing a wax stamp in the middle. I just think it adds a really, really special touch. So with anything you have, you could give this a little stir. I have some like metal paper clips I use. I can't find them right now, but this will actually melt quite easily. And I'm just going to keep taking my little metal piece to my pick and keep stirring. And it will loosen up to where you can see that you would be able to pour it out. And that's kind of where you want to get it. I'm actually going to let this go just for a little bit longer. Not long at all. So it's been about 3 minutes and it's already melted. You can also start to smell it. This is actually probably perfect right now. So what is that? 3 minutes. Now, I'm trying to find... Let me get you guys elevated a little. I'm going to give it one more little stir. And then this is where you also will need to play a little bit, but you're going to want to pour your wax. I like a really organic shape to mine. And then all you do is you set your stamp down and you leave it. And you leave it sit there until it completely cools, and then the stamp will just lift away from it. So I'm just going to let that go, and then we'll lift it away and it'll be done. While this is still warm, you want to go get a Q-tip or a little paper towel and clean it out. Be careful, it will be hot. Blow out your tea light, And that is it, my friends. All right, I am going to go get ready. It's not even 6:30, but I think my hair is gonna need washed. So I'm just gonna go relax, get ready, do some skincare, and then I'll see you before I leave. Hello, friends. It is 2 o'clock, and I truly work with just the best people. I'm lucky to have them as my best friends, and I'm just so grateful for them. But they know I have a lot on my plate, that I have to get packed tonight, that I have to go out with my family. I'm gonna be out really late. And I asked them, like, would it be okay? And they're like, go, we have everything taken care of. And just to feel that support feels so incredible. I remember like being, and I'm sure you guys can all relate, like being terrified to ask for time off or to be nervous to ask. And I really pride myself on creating a culture where people can tell me why they need a day off and say, I want to take the day off to go make gingerbread houses with my kids. And I was like, yes, go. Because I found that I once worked in a culture where people lied to get time off, not because they were liars, but because they were scared of the repercussions of asking. And I have really thought about it as we started new careers here and all those pieces of what I wanted life to be like. You're cultivating a culture of lying and a culture of mistrust. So for me, it's so important that people can just say like, hey, I need a day and this is why, and not be afraid to ask. And it's so nice to be on the other end. I have a lot of bad habits around time off and things like that. Since moving here, it's the first time I've taken off time to do anything fun. I would take off when I needed to take care of something or I was sick, but I never took time to like go to a little trip with Steve. And for his 50th, I took 2 days off. It's really nice to know that I work for people, and it's really nice to know that I work in a space that just like supports it, and I never even have to like ask. It's just such a great shift, and it creates such a culture of like peace and tranquility. So I was able to get home, and then I was able to tell my sister and mom that I'm home early. So if they want to beat traffic, they can come here early now, which makes a huge difference. And then we're going to go out to dinner. We're going to Bobby Flay's restaurant for dinner here in Charlotte. And then we're going to go to the tennis event. And I'm just going to have a good time and a blast. So I'm meticulous. And hi, I'm Christopher and I'm meticulous, something you all didn't know already. I wanted to hurry up and like just wipe surfaces down, run the vacuum cleaner. So I've already gone and done that. And now this gives me time because I got all the laundry done and folded this morning before I left. I can go and actually pack. So I can just go with my family tonight and be fully present and have fun. I might actually even be able to get some editing done so that I can just come in and throw my last tennis footage in and call it a day, which that would be the dream. So I thought we'd go and pack. I have struggled with carry-ons, and as someone who traveled for work all the time, I looked everywhere, and this aluminum case by Away, it is the first carry-on I found that actually fits what I need it to fit, and it is glorious. This is one of my favorite bags of all time. It's from Free People. They make lots of dupes, and I bought one, and I will tell you, the Free People is worth the money. The quality of it and the way it washes is way better. I had a dupe from Amazon. It was not as good and not as thick, and they're worth the extra money. But I am going to go ahead and get packed and throw some outfits in here, but I also want to show you. I told you guys in a couple vlogs that I lost my toiletry bags. So I got this new set, and I think they're so cute. Stuff, face, skin, hair. So I could keep them all organized. I'm actually just gonna layer those into my carry-all. But I'm gonna get packed, all of the things. Let's go ahead and do a little time lapse.
It's December again, I can't believe it. rest of the year. It went by so fast, I barely did see it. Now I'm calling all angels high, if you are there, help me find the Christmas spirit again. The Christmas spirit again. That warm place in my heart that was there from the start. I want that Christmas spirit again.
I didn't learn any new words yet, but I promise I will. Pour some sugar on me. Day 5. And we got sugared cranberries. That sounds delicious. Also, someone told me to put these in backwards, and I knew that and I forgot because there's little pictures on each one. So we have like a little toy wagon, a rocking horse, an ornament, a present, and a camera. So appropriate for Vlogmas. All right, let's check on our distressed elf and cheeky snowman. Day 5 is right here. It's the truck. I'm gonna assume that inside the truck will be more trees. Nope. We have a hot cocoa station. Oh, it's like a food truck. Actually, it's not a truck. It's more of a wagon. So a little hot cocoa wagon. Maybe that will cheer up the distressed elf because they are not well. I also think that many of you probably think that my coloring advent is lame. I actually look forward to it every single day. I really have been enjoying it. I find it relaxing, and I just really have enjoyed getting to color like these little pictures. I'm so glad it's not like a large commitment. You can color them quickly. It's just a nice little time that I really do enjoy. I'm so looking forward to time with my family. We have waited so long, and as a family we had talked about having this moment at some point, but we just never knew if the timing would work or if it would ever just happen. Moving my parents was a really big deal. And the fact that we moved here in April and my parents moved here in May of the same year is just remarkable, and how everything fell in place for all of us. My parents sold their house so easily in an area that's not always easy to sell a house in. And then they found like the perfect house for them. It just is such a blessing. And it's never lost on me how incredibly fortunate I am. And I hope for those who have had their family around them for most of their life, I hope that you realize what a blessing it is. And when you are young, you work so hard to get away from your family. And when you're older, all you want is time spent with them. So 20 more days till Christmas. And today we had a few little ornaments. Let's see if we can get Mabel up here to open her advent. Mabes, do you want your advent calendar? Do you want it? She's downstairs. Mabes, do you want your advent calendar today? I hear you. Do you want it? Do you want it? It's day 5. Oh, big stretchies, big stretchies. It's day 5, my love buggies. Yes. Let's have day 5. What is it? What's day 5? What's day 5? This today is Jane. Like baby Jane. Oh, looky. What is it? What is it? What is it? Is it your day 5? Is it your day 5 treats? Is it your day 5 treaters? Is it? Is it? Is it? It's your day 5 treats. It's your day 5 treats. Oh, lucky. Oh, lucky. Oh, get him. Get him. Oh, so good. Is it delicious? Is it delicious? Because you're the best girl you go in the world. You have to go outside. You have to go outside. Let's go. Let's go outside. And that just feels so good. I can go off tonight and just relax about everything. So I'm fully packed. I'm actually going to go do some editing to get this done, and then I can just throw in the rest of the footage. It doesn't look like it's nighttime, but I'm actually going to do the closing now. And I've already inserted the footage from this evening, but it's just to speed up my own process. And I'm loving Vlogmas, and I'm loving that you guys are loving Vlogmas. And after the first week, it has never felt better to do this. And this community has never felt better. What I ask for you is that we're gaining a lot of new friends here. So the more you comment, the more you like this video, it gets pushed to more people, therefore spreading our kindness impact. So I ask you to like it, comment, I read them all, and I'll end this like I end all of them, my friends. Take care of yourself, take care of others, be kind. Kindness is free, give it to everyone. Until next time, which will be tomorrow. Bye-bye.